get back on the road, this time I ain't pressing the brakes. How dare you fix your nuts with me, you don't know what it take. I'm out here on my own, they throwing stones every day. My in bed alone, I wanna sleep but I can't. I'm only in control of me. That monkey on my back, he holding me. I made his life a breeze. You ain't had shit, I let you roll the. I pull up, park the Porsche, she hold the keys. I let her hold the keys. When I came home, I kept it low, they ain't even notice me. They kept on poking, they ain't know they'll get the roguish me. I never knew one day that we'll agree to disagree. They got tendencies, I don't want no sympathy. And I'm right back on my grind, I ain't wasting no more time, no. This ain't just rhymes, I'm saying, that's in my mind, yo. I fed you, gave you shoes and clothes and you just signed out. Stay by my side and don't need to tell me lies, and do or die, trust that you gon' ride through it all. How when this up, you up in the gave you everything you needed. Turn your back on me, you don't know.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to the season finale with our Lady Rams. And on today's show, I got CIAA champ center Maia Charles. She's going to help me recap the Lady Rams' historical season. Although we came up short of ultimate goal, the Lady Rams made us so proud, going 28-4. And, we were in the basement last year, 7-20. And just the turnaround we had in year one is amazing. So tonight, Maya is going to help me recap. So, Maya, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So to start out, we got some breaking news this morning that Coach Tiara Terry got a 2-year contract extension. So Maya, just to start out, what are your thoughts on your coach getting a contract extension after all the work she did in year one?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Coach Terry. She really deserved it, especially this being her first season. Like everything she did, crazy.
Let's see here. Coach Terry said, "I am grateful for their continued belief in our vision. And Winston State is home for me, and we're just getting started. Our goal is to build a championship culture that our university and community can be proud of." And also, Coach Jessica Freeman was announced that she has been named the associate head coach. So, congratulations to Coach Freeman as well.
Yes, congrats.
Yes. So, Maya, to start out, let's talk about the CIAA tournament. So, the awards were announced, all CIAA teams were announced,
Mhm.
and did you have an extra chip on your shoulder after not making the first team's All CIAA? And everybody thought that you would win Defensive Player of the Year, but you didn't. So did that put an extra chip on your shoulder?
Honestly, I never like defensive player of the year was never like I was never really thinking about it, but I was disappointed that I didn't at least get first team. So, but I didn't necessarily play with a chip on my shoulder. I was grateful to be on second team. So during the tournament, I was just playing my game because I know throughout the whole season I proved myself, regardless of what accolades I got and didn't get.
Definitely, yes, for sure, for sure. So what were your emotions like uh, once you had won that CIAA championship? Getting your get back kind of sort of against a team that eliminated you your freshman year.
Yeah, I was in shock because I knew we would win and I was confident, but I was just still in shock. Like, it was just so unreal because this is my first championship, so it was just an unreal feeling. But I'm really proud of my team and happy for us.
Definitely, definitely. Were you surprised that y'all ran through the CIAA tournament the way y'all did?
No, I wasn't surprised.
Is it because y'all were coming off a loss and y'all felt like y'all had something to prove?
Yeah, that loss definitely ignited something in us.
Definitely. Okay, I like that. I like that. So going into the playoffs, what was the team's mentality after you guys had won the school's first CIAA championship for the women's basketball, and you guys ran through the CIAA tournament like we just mentioned? So what was the team mentality going into the playoffs?
Team mentality was really to just continue to play our game and stay disciplined. We knew that people play different when tournament time comes, especially since it's a winner go home. So we knew we had to stay level headed and make sure we were focused. And we knew we belonged there and that we were going to win it all. We could win it all.
Definitely. Did you have any nerves leading up to that first playoff game?
I would say I was nervous, just a little bit of anxiety, because it's my first time in an NCAA tournament. Different team who I knew nothing about and never heard of, but I was excited to play because regardless of who we were playing, I had confidence that we was gonna beat them.
Definitely, definitely. And what was it like, seeing, you guys shoot so well from the outside? What was that like seeing that?
It was good. We get in the gym every day, so just seeing like the work paying off.
Definitely. Um, And one thing that I noticed your first two games against Glenville State and Gannon, you guys really jumped on those guys early. So what
Mhm.
do you think allowed y'all to start so fast?
We all have a punch first mentality. So we believe in scoring first and getting stops because not only is it like not keeping the game close, but it also not gonna like it decreases the other team's spirit. So just knowing that we could get a one up on them from early.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And it was revealed, post game that Gannon said you guys were too small. Apparently, this happened the morning of the game in the lobby. They were kind of talking some noise, and you guys stayed composed. You guys didn't respond. And y'all let your actions talk on the court. But as a team, when you hear somebody say y'all too small, does that kind of give you guys extra motivation?
No, it definitely gave us motivation. But really, regardless of if they had said anything or not, we were still gonna go out there and do what we had to do. But it definitely made us want to make even more of a statement.
Yes, because I love how Pi after the game was like, I thought we were too small.
Yeah,
But you couldn't tell because they sure couldn't keep up with y'all.
yeah.
So talk about that because Gannon they had dominated the Atlantic region and then you guys pretty much made it look easy and you guys beat them by
Mhm.
nearly 20 points. So talk about the statement you guys made. That second game beating them like that.
Yeah, especially because they're number two seed, like we're HBCU, no one really heard of us. Nobody's thinking we're gonna go out there and win. So not only do we have to make that statement and just letting them know like we're here.
Yes, indeed. And y'all definitely put Winston on the map. When y'all beat a top 10 team.
Yeah.
So when you guys so let's talk about the regional championship game now. When you
Mhm.
guys got down 12-6, it was the first time you guys had trailed, I want to say since probably the Livingstone game. So talk about the team's mentality, when you guys got down. Did Coach Terry say anything in that timeout when she called that timeout that kind of led you guys to go on that big run in the first half?
Coach Terry really was just telling us about doing the little things on the defensive end because they were getting a lot of their points from us not boxing out on the defensive end. So we just had to do that because offense was going to come, but we just needed to get stops.
Definitely, definitely. Talk about that environment, for that regional championship. What was that like, the environment?
The environment was crazy. They got especially because it was their court, so they got all their fans there. I mean, we had our section. They was loud enough for us, but it was just crazy.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Uh, for you and the other returning players that's going to be coming back next year, right now we're supposed to have 10 players coming back.
Mhm.
What can you guys learn from the end of that game? Because we were up four with 30 seconds left, and
Yeah.
things, the little things, we didn't execute, and they ended up coming back to hurt us. So what can you guys learn from that to use it so next year the result is different?
Really just knowing like the game isn't over until that buzzer stops. So like we got to keep playing hard. We got to keep doing those extra little things because clearly, one play, not even just one play, but like plays leading up to that could alter the whole game.
Yes, indeed. And do you think for you and the other returning players, this is going to be extra motivation for you guys when you guys get back together in the summertime and leading up to next season, because like when you lose the way you guys did, going into that next season, heads got to roll, somebody's got to
Yeah,
feel our pain. So do you think
yeah.
that's going to give y'all motivation?
No, for sure. We was already talking about it. Like next year, like we trying to get way past where we were just at. We doing it again and then more.
Definitely, I love that. I love that. Um, as we reflect on the season and everything you guys accomplished, I'll list the things that you guys did this season. Um, you guys were Coast Southern champs, CIAA tournament champs. You guys have the most wins in a single season. You guys set the longest winning streak in school history for the women's program at 16 games, 13-0 at home, nationally ranked, Sweet 16 in the national tournament. And as we mentioned earlier, you guys beat a top 10 team and you guys finished 28-4, 14-2 in the CIAA. So how proud are you of everything your team accomplished in your first year as a Ram?
I'm really proud of our team. I knew we had a good team when we first started playing pickup with each other in the summer, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know we were gonna do like all that we did from like winning the Sweet 16. I mean, sorry, winning 16 in a row to constantly making history. We worked hard. We were locked in from the minute the season started. So it's really sweet to see our goals come to fruition.
Yeah, because I was expecting us to have a 20-win season. Hopefully, we won the CIAA tournament, but I
Mhm.
wasn't expecting y'all to be so dominant in year one. It just I think it
Yeah,
caught everybody by surprise, and
yeah.
I just can't wait to see how you guys top this. Going forward.
Hmm.
So what do you have a favorite moment from this season on the court, and then maybe you have one from off the court?
My favorite moment this season on the court is just gonna have to be winning the championship. Like I can't think of anything else that would top that. You know, it still doesn't even feel real to me. And yeah, but off the court, I say anytime we're together, me and my teammates have a good time. So every time that would be my favorite.
I know my guy Jaden. Shout out to him. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. He's a great videographer for the Lady Rams. Drip shot that he was posting some of the behind the scenes from the practices, and when you guys have the road trips, and I could just tell how close you guys are, and how it's always a good time when y'all are together.
Yeah.
um, so to as we close out here, do you think the ankle injury that you suffered, towards the end of the season, did that affect you long term, or do you think it was?
I would say it did affect me like throughout the rest of the season, but just trying to adjust, knowing how to play on it, and without yeah.
Okay, so so where did you learn from, once you had got hurt? I want to say you set out 2 games, I think, right?
No, I just had that one.
Oh, okay, just one. Okay.
Mhm.
So what did you learn from when you were out and you had, you couldn't play? So what did you learn from that experience?
Honestly, just learning like you're not always gonna, because I feel like where I was like kind of like at my peak for the season. So just learning how to fight back with adversity.
Definitely, definitely, because I could tell it kind of took you a few games to get back comfortable and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So going into your junior season, as we look ahead to the off season, what do you want to work on to make sure you have a big monster junior season?
During the off season, I really want to work on mastering my moves that Coach Dylan and I worked on throughout the whole season, as well as just getting in the weight room, getting stronger.
Definitely, definitely. Um, do you have any final words for the Ramily as we wrap up here?
For real, just thank you to everybody that supported us during this whole season, and we're gonna do it bigger and better next year.
Yes, we can't wait. Maya, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show, and I just want you guys to know that we're so proud of you guys. Like we talked about, we made so much history in year one, and we just can't wait to see how you guys build on this in year two.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. And randomly, make sure you guys subscribe because although we're in the off season, the next couple of weeks I'll be posting mixtapes and all type of stuff from the season. So make sure you guys subscribe, and also guys follow my TikTok at Ramily Only because I'll be posting uh, teasers from this interview, clips from this interview, and all type of stuff, exclusive content on my TikTok. So make sure you guys follow. That's at Ramily Only. And Maya, thank you again for joining me, and can't wait to have you on again next season.
Thank you.